when that clears, Liam.
Brianna, thank you. Breaking overnight, 6 people, including 2 children, forced out of their home by an early morning fire in Roxbury. We've also learned that 1 firefighter has been hurt. This fire started around 3 a.m. in the basement of a building on Harrishoff Street. Damage is estimated around $50,000, and the cause is under investigation. Well, new concerns that Boston could become a coronavirus hotspot again.
Plus, 2 police officers shot during the protests over the decision not to charge police in Breonna Taylor's death. Here are your top stories for this Thursday morning.
Those protests held from coast to coast overnight following that grand jury's decision not to charge police for their respective roles in Breonna Taylor's death. 2 officers were shot amid protests in downtown Louisville, both listed in stable condition this morning and recovering. 1 suspect was arrested. In Boston, demonstrators gathered at Franklin Park to call for an end to racial injustice. We're going to hear from some of them coming up at 6 o'clock and from Kentucky's Attorney General on that grand jury's decision. For now, we're live in Boston. Nick Giovanni, WBZ This Morning.
A Reading police officer has now been indicted in a deadly shooting from 2018. Officer Derek Drosky is charged with manslaughter in the death of 43-year-old Alan Greeno. That officer responded to a report of a domestic assault. Investigators say during the incident, Greeno moved toward the officer with his hands in his pockets, yelling, quote, "Shoot me." They say the officer fired twice. Greeno was unarmed.
Worcester police investigating after 1 person was shot in the middle of the day. It happened around 1:30 yesterday afternoon near Henchman Street. No word on the victim's condition or if any arrests have been made.
Mayor Marty Walsh now warning that Boston may become a coronavirus hotspot again. He wants people to take the virus especially seriously. Looking at the latest numbers, the mayor says we may be days away from going red on the risk map. Right now, Boston is in the yellow, noticing an uptick on the daily coronavirus numbers. However, he says this is a warning to Boston, not a shutdown. He's asking residents to double down, wear masks, avoid large gatherings, and maintain social distancing. The mayor says he will be watching the numbers and key metrics extremely closely. He's also asking and calling on young adults to help spread the word on how to take this virus more seriously than ever. Reporting live here in Boston for now, Lisa Greshey, WBZ This Morning.
And because of that uptick in cases in Boston, the city is going against some of the new state guidelines for restaurants. Starting Monday, Massachusetts restaurants can seat up to 10 people at a table. Mayor Walsh says Boston is sticking with 6 people max. Also, restaurants can now use their bar areas for seating with restrictions.